Son, no need to run from the truth. We need to come to understand Ephesians 1. We see in love the Father predestined. We seem to have a problem with the doctrine of election. We keep stressing and leave guessing, leading to depression because it's God's love we question. We'll sit back and take a deep breath and exhale. Let's set sail. The word of God is refreshing. Let's be real with it. The Bible obviously talks about predestination, so we gotta deal with it. I be your fake attorney by His grace and mercy and present my case. So let's take a journey for the sake of learning. First turn to Romans 8:28 through 30, zooming in on verse 29. Read the first line. Those who He foreknew, He also predestined to be conformed to the image of His Son. Exhibit number 1. People try to use an argument lacking common sense concerning the foreknowledge of God, thinking the logic fits. Dudes are saying He looked out into the future ages with illumination, seeing all that which you salvation. And those men were chosen by God because they chose Him, but that's not what the passage has spoken. It says those He foreknew He predestined. If He foreknew everybody, is everyone predestined? Is everyone His object of affection? If so, what's the point of the doctrine of election? It's spiritual, but let me make it plain so you see the miracle and praise His name instead of taking His grace in vain. It isn't complicated. We all evaded the God that made us and traded in His truth for a lie, worshiping what God created more than God, who was glorified, corroborated our death. Our lives are an abomination. But if the Father's aim is to bestow mercy, then it's not to say that He was obligated, but that God is gracious. As God's enemies, we deserve to be crushed. We're dirty enough to be eternally cursed and turned into dust. And if He did it, He would be perfectly just to murder me, but He decided to show mercy to us. I didn't choose God, God chose me, gave me a new heart, and it wasn't because I was holy. But if I chose G-O-D, then God owes me. The only reason I first walked through them church doors is Psalm 65 verse 4. Why do I know God? Matthew 11:27 says it best. In those that have been predestined, keep pressing, it's a deep message. I only see blessing in election. I'ma see the blessing, yo, it's not even a question. How God in His perfection wrote the doctrine of election.
Yeah, God in His perfection wrote the doctrine of election, cause He's sovereign, there's no question. And they got some people stressing, but no option but election can account for our protection, godly direction, nor perfected bodily resurrection. Yo, don't let the thinking of modern men fool ya. God does what He wants, that's what it means.